Hi, folks. Welcome to Advanced Human Development and Psychology. I'm Mark Szymanski. I've met all of you face to face. I wanted to kind of go over some of the syllabus with you in the course a bit. I'm wearing my Milwaukee Brewers hat because it's a hot summer day and from Milwaukee. So anyway, welcome again. And it was good to meet everyone in the course in both places. Real briefly, there are two groups of students that are involved in this class. One are the group in the special education program in Eugene. They're studying to be special education teachers, and a lot of them have worked in the school or work in schools right now. The other group of folks that are in this class are on the Woodburn campus, and they are studying to be math and science teachers in high school. So they're part of the STEM program there, the eSTEM program. So welcome, everyone. I'm really looking forward to the next month together. It's going to be a 4-week class. I've got it, kind of laid out, and what I really want to do is kind of walk through some basic, an overview. You can read the things as I wrote them, but I think sometimes it's helpful just to hear me talk through it as though I was in class. So on the first place in Moodle, there's this announcement page, and so what you'll see is every time you make an announcement, when you check in, you'll get a message. Moodle will directly communicate with you when there's an announcement or something there. As I say here in the beginning, we use a variety of digital tools to support the work in this class. We'll be using Google Docs and Google Tools, Zoom for video conferencing, and then everything in Moodle. I'll use a few different tools here and there. But for the most part, I'm trying to be consistent and streamlined and just use a few tools and digital environments so we can build our understandings and do our work. The course is organized in 4 modules, and so we're looking at about a module a week or so. And for each module, there is a anchor assignment, and so you'll see that, and then maybe another little assignment attached to that, or a forum post. And so I'm trying to be consistent so we can finish a week, do another week, finish a week, do another week, and it helps you stay organized and on task and helps us communicate. So summer is a little different. I think we have to be trying to make adjustments to make sure that you don't feel like you're overwhelmed. And so I cut back on some of the reading and focus a little bit more on some of the work that's being done. So anyway, these are the essential questions, like I said earlier. And so I organized, the thinking about essential questions because I think it helps us think about a topic in a way where we're looking for answers. So how have our current understandings of psychology influenced social emotional learning and mental health support for our students? So in this first module, we're going to learn about sort of our emotional lives and the psychology of that. I'll flip to that module in a second here. The second module, which we'll get into next week, is how does curiosity and memory impact learning? And what are the implications for the classroom? And in that module, we'll study curiosity, memory, and we'll start to read the book, Why Do Students Like School? And so that's what we'll get into more cognitive science work there. The third module is defined by the essential question, how do we learn facts and develop understandings? And what are the implications for the classroom? And the fourth module, how do we learn differently? And what are the implications for the classroom? So those are general, larger questions, and the specific detail for some potential answers to those questions are in our reading and in our work. And as you'll see, the last part of each of those sentences goes back to students and classrooms and learning. So it's for me, one of the most important parts of what you're doing in this course and this program is shifting out of thinking like a student and shifting into the perspective of thinking like I'm going to be a teacher, or I'm a teacher, and I'm learning these things to help me become a better teacher. And so when it says, what are the implications for the classroom in those questions, a part of the book and a part of the work we'll be doing is actually saying, okay, understanding how we use memory and curiosity impacts our work. What should we be doing with students? What should I be doing as a teacher? How should I be planning my work? How should I be teaching and interacting, etc.? And the essential question for the first module really relates to mental health, which is always been an essential and important question in my book. But I think in the press and I think in our popular culture, because of the way our students have been suffering in many ways through different events that are more in the press, whether it's a school shooting or suicide or trauma, these are things that we should be supporting our students on. So the first part of the class is going to be sort of investigating a little bit of some of those programs. So let me go to module 1 and next. And so I'll put a little screencast up there. And I'll walk through the first module and some of the projects, and you'll be able to get some answers to those. So anyway, it's nice to meet you, and I'll start some interaction this week online, and you can start doing your projects, and we'll get going. Thank you.